Most people think procrastination is simply being lazy. But if you've ever stared at a task knowing exactly what you need to do and still couldn't make yourself start, you know it's something far deeper than that. Procrastination isn't the absence of effort. It's the presence of invisible emotional battles happening beneath the surface. Every time we delay something important, we're not avoiding the task. We're avoiding a feeling. And that's where psychology reveals what most people never realize. Procrastination is often a subconscious shield protecting us from discomfort. Not physical discomfort, but emotional discomfort. Fear of failure, fear of not being good enough, fear of disappointing others or proving our weaknesses. Starting something means confronting the possibility of falling short, and some minds would rather delay endlessly than face that reality. Imagine a student who keeps postponing a big project. The work isn't the real monster. The fear of producing something mediocre is. Doing nothing feels safer than confirming their own doubts, so their brain creates micro-escape routes. Scrolling, cleaning, watching just one more video, suddenly remembering something urgent. To the outside world, it looks like laziness. Inside, it's emotional self-defense. Our brains are wired to seek quick rewards and avoid mental effort. Tasks that matter, studying, working out, building a business, learning a skill, rarely give an immediate payoff. They require friction, delayed gratification, long-term thinking. But your primitive brain, it wants pleasure now. This creates a psychological tug of war between who you are in the moment and who you want to become in the future. When procrastination wins, the present version of you steals time and potential from the future version of you. It's not a moral failure. It's biology working against ambition. The irony is that procrastination drains energy twice. Once when you avoid the task, and again when you hate yourself for avoiding it. Another hidden cause of procrastination is overwhelm. When a task feels too big, too complex, or too unfamiliar, the mind responds by freezing. Not because you can't do it, but because your brain cannot see a clear starting point. The task becomes a giant wall, too tall to climb in one move. So instead of climbing, you step back, and the longer you wait, the taller that wall becomes. This is why people procrastinate on life-changing goals. Starting the gym, launching a project, ending a relationship, fixing finances, applying for a job. It's not that they don't care. It's that caring too much makes the first step feel enormous. Deep down, your brain always chooses the version of you it believes you are. If you think you're someone who never finishes things, you'll act that way. If you think you're disorganized, you will be. If you believe you always fail, you won't even try. Procrastination becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Not because it's true, but because your identity hasn't caught up with your goals. You're trying to build a new life using an old self-image, and the old identity wins every time. Changing your habits means changing your identity first, and most people never do that work. The solution is not to work harder. It's to work psychologically smarter. Here are strategies rooted in real behavioral science. Start embarrassingly small. Your brain hates big tasks but tolerates tiny ones. If the goal is to read for 1 hour, start with 2 minutes. If the goal is to clean your room, begin by picking up one object. Once you start, the brain shifts into momentum mode. And momentum is more powerful than motivation. Remove emotional weight from the task. Stop telling yourself the task defines your worth. You're not writing a perfect project. You're simply writing the first version. You're not starting a huge transformation. You're starting a single step. Pressure kills progress. Break the identity loop. Instead of saying, I want to be productive, say, I'm the kind of person who finishes what I start. Your brain slowly rewires to match the new story you tell. Reduce friction. If going to the gym requires too many steps, changing clothes, packing a bag, driving, you won't go. Make the path shorter. Lay things out beforehand. Remove obstacles. Simplicity beats willpower. And finally, forgive yourself. Self-hatred fuels more procrastination. Self-understanding breaks the cycle. Once you stop fighting yourself and start working with your psychology, procrastination loses its power. Procrastination isn't a flaw, it's a message, a signal that something inside you needs attention, clarity, or compassion. When you understand the hidden psychology behind it, everything changes. You stop seeing yourself as the problem and start seeing the patterns that held you back. And once you recognize those patterns, you can finally break them. If this video helped you see procrastination differently, make sure to like the video and subscribe. We post new content every day, helping you understand human behavior on a deeper level and helping you become the strongest version of yourself.